So, before we focus on digitalization, one thing that I need you to know is that Hamad International Airport generally focuses on passenger experience, and what we deliver to common passengers is a premium experience. Within that entire frame, one of the things that we deliver to those who want a digital experience is an experience with digitalization. So starting the passenger journey from check-in and biometrics, working through, helping us through check-in and the immigration process, and now we're extending that onto boarding gate control as well. We've introduced digital touch points across all our important process points. We haven't managed to go as far as to have a single point of control, but we are trying to test the right technology for that. The idea is to provide every kind of experience that every passenger segment wants, because that's what we would like to do. So we never shut down for COVID, because this was the one airport that continued to stay open, because Qatar Airways didn't stop flying. And we spent a lot of time in the first year of COVID actually connecting passengers from destinations where they were stranded in to others. And we also did a lot of work for cargo movements across the world. So we have actually evolved along with COVID, because there hasn't been a single stage of the COVID restrictions that we haven't been through. And we've also connected every destination in the world, so we know everyone's COVID requirements and everyone's COVID clearance restrictions. In fact, we still continue to disinfect all the bags that come through. We still continue to maintain very high sanitization standards, because we really don't know which destination some would have a higher standard than the others. So we ended up defaulting on the most exacting standards of sanitization. We've never differentiated between anyone, and I think even special needs passengers are looked after by our airline and our ground handler, again with the same kinds of standards that they have always maintained. We're obviously conscious of the fact that we are a transfers airport, and so we end up becoming a place where people stay prisoners for a while. So we make it a point to make our facilities comfortable and accessible, and we also provide a lot of space and a lot of entertainment for the people who are here to stay. Any passengers were looked after. So if a special needs passenger does come through with special requirements, we'll be sure to take care of them. You can't not be sustainable. You have to have a sustainability program at this point in time. We've done the environment work, because again, as an airport in the Middle East, you have probably more of a responsibility to be environmentally conscious than most other airports, and we've got our airport carbon credit accreditations. We've obviously got programs for waste management and electricity management, but we are trying not to limit our sustainability program only to the environment. We are actively pursuing the others, the S and the G, the governance as well as the societal pieces. And we are in the process of educating the entire staff of these goals. And in the next financial year, we intend to surface, those initiatives that will be acceptable to everyone at individual and organizational levels. So certainly digitization and working of business analytics has become important. So I think the entire industry is going to have to go up a notch in terms of technical capabilities. I've also begun to see the need for organizations to stop working in silos and to begin to start being more engaged, which was a thing that we did well during COVID, again an emergency situation, but it's not a lesson that we plan to get rid of, because collaboration was something among our stakeholders who are often working off different and perhaps competing objectives coming together. So this was a learning experience, and I think those relationships that we've created are clearly not going to go away. On the other hand, it's also important for us to be sure that we keep to the health and hygiene standards that we know are required, which have now become standard, and we don't think we would need to have another epidemic to make us go back on it. So all of that's important. But the other big thing that became very important for us was we've learned to plan better, and we've learned to plan more collaboratively. So because during the time of the COVID experience, we obviously had people in various stages of working from home and at different locations. We had to increase the level of collaboration at a time like that, and we were also preparing for the FIFA World Cup, and we have an aggressive expansion plan. So with all of this, we pretty much realized the importance of being planned, because there was a lot of unplanned stuff going around, and also being able to work together better. And I don't think that's here to go away. Airports, I think right now are facing the beginnings of a new normal. And that's what has been interesting for us, because while everyone's emerging from COVID, we are not quite sure what the future holds, because all it takes is another epidemic to make it all go down again, or for that matter, economic conditions not being conducive enough to have people travel as much as they used to, because people have less disposable income. So that's going to be interesting. I can't give you the right answer for that, because I think this is a developing space. But the next 1 year is definitely going to be crucial to see what the future of travel is in terms of volume, what people are looking for, because are they looking for premium, are they looking for general travel, who's going to travel, will the business people come back, or will it only be leisure? So for us, the challenge is trying to figure out, preempt what the customer of the future wants. And that's going to even hold true for all our initiatives, for technology, for going around what a retail proposition looks like, and everything's going to be impacted by what the customer wants, and that's what we're all trying to work our way towards.
And let's hope it is a positive future for.
Yeah, we obviously want more customers and more airlines.
Absolutely.
And we really don't want that to go away. So that's the hope, but we don't know when we'll get there.